but with the moonlight.
How can they move? This shouldn't be happening.
That creepy one is still there.
I think this is earlier, isn't it?
Guys,
No,
the
it's
hell
not
is
a Titan.
that? It's gotta be a Titan. Have you ever seen one that big?
Jesus Christ.
Look at it.
The way how he just what do you call it? Saunder. Ladies and gentlemen, we have returned for episode 3 of season 2 for Attack on Titan. And apparently after, 29 episodes? Give or take, right? Because there's a recap episode that was in between. You're saying that the 15 episodes of Solo Leveling that we watched, because we're at season 2 episode 3, and first season of Solo Leveling was 12 episodes, so 15 episodes versus the 29 episodes of AOT that we watched so far. You're saying that you prefer Solo Leveling. We had a little discussion off camera after the last episode. It's kind of dry, I ain't gonna hold you out. I would say arguably the worst episode of AOT I've seen.
It's the worst thing I've ever watched. That was so
between the time jumps and not explaining the jumps, right? I get it. It might be set up for later stuff, but it was, I don't know. I feel like it wasn't well put together.
That shit was drier than a grandma's camp.
All of a sudden, you have nothing to say. So yeah, here's the hope it gets better. There's only 12 episodes.
Start sleeping because
like, I've heard great things about AOT, right? I heard that
I enjoyed it when I hadn't watched anything else. Now I've watched something else, which is what I told you why I didn't want to watch a whole bunch of shows at one time. Because now I have next to no interest in watching this.
Which is crazy, because when we started watching, when we started Solo Leveling, you're like, watch this, I want to go back to watching AOT. And that was when we finished all 26 episodes of AOT. So it's crazy.
I told you, this is why I don't want to do too many shows at one time. I can't do it.
And it's why
I lose interest.
And there's even more shows in the future that's gonna blow your mind. Let's get into it. Episode 3, season 2. Of course, your nose starts itching right away.
I don't do drugs, by the way.
Okay, it's kicking off right where we left off.
Girl.
At least no recap episode. No time wasted on a recap.
Connie, have you found any survivors? No. No. It's in ruins. My hometown has been completely wiped out.
Hey, something's wrong. You find any bodies?
No.
No, not yet. How is that even possible? Titans ransacked this place and there's not a speck of blood?
They must have fled. The villagers, I mean, they all escaped. Your family too.
You think so? You think they're alive?
Yeah, sure. It's the only logical explanation for why there'd be no trace of, well, carnage.
I don't know that I agree with that. Suppose the entire village was evacuated in time.
Douchebag hair.
How do you explain the devastation? Why would Titans rip apart empty houses? And that doesn't bother me half as much as the stables being full. Without horses, the village's odds of survival are slim to none.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Anyone not have a torch? Okay, let's move. Our mission is to evaluate the breach. Sir.
It doesn't make sense. They can't flee without horses. They don't have like omnidirectional gear.
Come home.
The fuck? It just pulled him. That thing has the same kind of eyes like him, bro.
Did I? Snap out of it! We're falling behind Gilgud and the others. Did you hear that? You had to. I swear that Titan... It was only your imagination. I didn't hear a damn thing. Focus on the mission. But it sounded... I don't know how, but it sounded Like my mother. Damn it, Connie! Do you even know how serious our situation is right now? If we don't see this through, people will die in the hundreds of thousands. Just because your family escaped doesn't mean they're out of the woods yet. Now you want to be a soldier or don't you? Yeah. Stay focused. I'm a soldier!
It builds creep, right? It's not just his mom. Okay. No, that's creepy. Because so far we've only seen the big beast guy that talks. Even Eren and Annie couldn't talk when they're in there. So, see, now they're giving us explanation.
The less populated the area will be.
That's good. It didn't take us very long. All right, let's head to the south. What's the point? Last I heard, there aren't any villages to the south of here. We've raised the alarm for everyone in the region. Now we pinpoint the breach. The idea is to ride along the wall from the west till we do.
Seriously? You know Krista and me don't have our battle gear, right? What are we supposed to do about Titans? The South will be crawling with them. If we can't defend ourselves, you ought to just serve us up on a platter. Why not let the two of us withdraw from the front?
Ymir!
Negative. When we find where they're coming in, I'll need someone to relay it to HQ. I know you're scared, but like it or not, that's part of the job.
You didn't say when you have weapons to defend yourself, right? Like, even with the weapons and shit, you can still get fucked
I'm aware
up.
what I've gotten myself into. Come on. Hey, no one made me join the Scouts, and you know it. I chose it for myself.
Them two give you Eren and Armin vibe?
What? You think I signed up for all this crap because of you?
What other reason do you have for being here? You tried talking me into joining the military police till you were blue in the face. You bowed out so I'd be eligible. Don't try to deny it. I wasn't good enough to make the top 10 on my own. Ask anybody. When it comes to skill, you're the better soldier by far. I have no idea how you did it, but... Why? Why do that for me?
Love.
My family. That's it, isn't it?
Sure. Why not? Relax. Don't worry about it so much. Take my word for it, sweetie. I'm only looking out for number one.
Yeah, I know. There's some love connection there.
That's such a relief.
What was the relevance of that whole entire scene?
I guess it's all build up, right? There has to be a big payoff. You know how AOT works. It's not like Solo.
The target is in range.
Everything is set up for future, I guess. I have to bet on that.
Ready?
Because season 1 showed us.
Fire!
I'm surprised this guy is actually out here doing anything. I'm wondering why they still use regular cannonball. Why don't they just use like fucking sword?
That did the trick.
Like arrows, you know what I'm saying?
Nice one, Captain Rico! We keep this up, they'll never break our defense!
Not necessarily. The enemy has strength in numbers. If they attack in mass, the line won't have a snowball's chance in hell. And worse, something's off. Really off.
I don't like this.
Captain Hannes, sir, what's wrong?
Anyone else bothered by the fact we haven't spotted a Titan yet? You'd think that hole would have jumped out at us by now. If where they're getting in is nearby, why is it so quiet? Not that I mind on principle. We find the damn thing and get back without a scrape, all the better.
Hell guard. That was the guy that had the dickhead haircut.
Douchebag hair.
11 hours after spawning the... Okay. See, this is what I needed for the initial time jumps.
Please. Just get it over with. I can't take this. Any second now, they'll lunge at us from the shadows. Damn it. The closer we get to the entry point, the more it feels like we're marching into the jaws of death. This is driving me out of my mind.
Oh, that'd be terrible. So you can understand the internal monologue. Everyone's probably thinking the exact same thing. Oh fuck. Wait, what? Oh, they found each other. I was gonna say the Titans are on fire now? What the fuck?
So, you followed the wall here too, I take it?
That's right. I assume you found the breach then? We didn't see any irregularities along the western route. Surely you must have seen something in the east.
No. The wall's perfectly intact.
Well, maybe we just overlooked it.
Not likely. Hole big enough for Titans to get through? No way.
I suggest we have another pass then.
That goes without saying. Trouble is, the horses are on the verge of collapse, and so are we. If only we had more light.
Conveniently, the moon comes out. Hey, yo.
What's that?
What do you mean, what's that, Muck? I was gonna say, he doesn't know what the moon is.
An old castle.
Yeah, there's a lot of build up. I need a payoff, bro. Give me some answers, fam.
Not an ideal place to sleep, but I guess we can make do with it for one night.
Yeah. And the moon's finally out at least.
Man, the moon was always out. It was behind a cloud.
I think that's what she meant.
Hey, Four Eyes. Since when are you a geologist? Or a rock's just that fascinating? Looks like you're about to drool.
What, this? It's not a rock. Not an ordinary one anyway. It's a hardened piece of skin left behind by the female Titan.
It didn't vanish?
No. This random fragment broke off when Annie reverted back to her human form. It didn't evaporate. It didn't simply go poof. So that got me thinking, and when I compared it with the sliver of the wall, its texture and composition were, for all intents and purposes, virtually identical. In layman's terms, we're hemmed in by a barricade of enormous Titans. If my hypothesis is correct, the surface was constructed using consolidated Titan skin. You're kidding me. That's what Armin was trying to say.
So then...
Easy! It's rude to steal someone else's thunder. As it stands, we'd be hard-pressed to find a rock big enough to plug Wall Rose. It'd have to be just the right shape and size, and we don't have specifics yet. But on the other hand, where there's a will, there's a way. Picture Eren utilizing his hardening ability while in Titan form.
Can be only fine.
I could.
You think you're gonna turn diamond like that girl's?
The sealant should be composed of the same material. And the hardened bit won't dissolve once you've transformed back. This might be less of a long shot than it sounds. Thoughts?
These two women have to carry the rock. Well, like, motherfucker can't even turn into Titan properly after
The
that.
island incurs a little risk. If we can manage to shore up Wall Rose, Wall Maria starts to look fairly promising. Vital as it is, the outpost infrastructure slows us down to a crawl. The time and resources needed to transport materials are immense. But if supply wagons don't have to be accommodated, we can make our way to Shiganshina much faster. And what if we decided to carry out our plan in the dead of night?
Night?
Yes, when the Titans are effectively motionless.
That's not bad. In fact, it's genius, particularly if the group is small enough to slip by undetected. The straits we're in are as dire as they come. But there might just be the teeniest bit of slack.
Yeah. Just bear in mind, though, the whole plan hinges on whether or not Eren can seal the hole again.
Was the same hole from
It's
last time?
probably unfair of me to even ask. But do you think you can?
I mean, you think he can? He's never done it.
Oh, Christ.
Remember this? No,
Cue the internal monologue.
I'm gonna do it.
What he thinks really isn't the issue. You either will or you won't.
It's not even that, bro. Like
That's the reality.
you assume every
Our
Titan can
comrades are
turn.
breaking their backs.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Without you, it's nothing. Failure isn't an option.
Oh, it is.
I know. I'm prepared to do whatever it takes. That's a promise.
Bro, listen, I understand. He wants to get revenge and shit.
Where is the dad?
Yeah.
That's where the answers are.
Bro, he went to go get milk and
There's a grain
cereal.
of truth in what he told me. Everything depends on us making it there.
Here's Ermich.
So far this episode, the only thing we've learned is that they didn't.
Nothing.
No one said stop.
Is that
Stone,
the entire
there's
wall
no
was
moss.
just Titan skin. But we already kind of figured that.
Maybe you expected to see something quaint? This is what happens when the walls give.
Mommy! Daddy!
No. Take it in, holy man. These are the faces of human beings who've lost everything they ever had. Human beings you and your kind abandoned, incidentally. Hard to look at it, I'd imagine. But if the church had its way, this'd be all of us. Titans would pour in and make a feast of what's left, shoveling man, woman, and child down their putrescent gullets. All humanity digested as one.
Once we leave Ermich, we'll be in Titan territory proper.
Eren, well enough to ride a horse yet?
Yeah, should be able to manage one without much of a hassle.
Saddle up then, soldier. There's a mount waiting for you on the left lift.
Right.
They're not even going to take him somewhere to try and see if he can harden his skin.
Section
Oh,
commander, we're
Christ,
pressed
no.
for time.
Because he'll turn into half a skeleton and just steam for 15 minutes.
Bro, like,
So, seen the light yet by any chance? Oh, god damn it! Make up your mind! This isn't some spiritual test! Lives are on the line!
Alas, I have no choice. Neither myself nor the others who believe are at liberty to divulge the truth.
Fat lot of help you are! Thanks for keeping us company! It's been fun!
I'd offer my help if I could, but a duty as great as this one is beyond me. The Order of the Walls abides by the sacred will our faith commands us to obey.
Whose sacred will? You mean like God or something?
I can't answer that. But what I can do is provide you with a name. An individual the sacred will and its divine wisdom instructed us to monitor.
Monitor?
It's a person you know. Someone who enlisted with the Scout Regiment as of this year. A child by the name of...
Important message! I'm with the 104th Cadet Corps! Oh, and my name is Sasha Brous!
No way.
Who? Sorry. This is for you, Section Commander.
You must find her with all haste. She is the key. She may know things we understand, but poorly. And with that, we come to the end of what I'm free to share. The rest I leave in your capable hands.
I think it's supposed to
But if
be a
she's in the
secret.
104th Cadet Corps, she's at the front lines by now.
Then let's go! Come on! There's no
That little
time to
blonde
lose!
girl?
I guess either that or the black hair girl.
Sasha?
Just where did you come from all of a sudden?
I was sent to give a message to Commander Ervin, who then entrusted me to deliver this to you, Section Commander! Oh, okay then. Excellent work.
I remember when she came.
Who
You're giving her a potato, I'm dead!
She was the
Comic
smallest
relief.
one in our class.
Golden hair, blue eyes.
Oh, it is her.
In fact, she's kind of cute.
These are twins, weirdo.
The girl who's always hanging around Ymir.
Excuse me?
How can you read this?
Ymir. Do you?
Everyone, wake up! Get to the tower immediately!
He doesn't look like the Sasquatch, though. Her eyes don't match.
What do you mean? You said, do you... What do you mean? How do you make that
You
system?
see them in the dark, but with the moonlight.
How can they move? This shouldn't be happening. The sun went down hours ago.
That creepy one is still there.
No, I think this is earlier, isn't it?
Guys,
No.
the hell
No,
is
it's not
that? It's gotta be a Titan. Have you ever seen one that big?
Jesus Christ.
Look at it.
The way how he just slaughter. What do you call it? Slump? Sonder.
Wait, is it? It's headed for the wall.
Bigfoot, please.
These though, bro. Like the rest of these guys are fucking like wobbly. You
That's
see
the
his back.
plan. Are we
Ripper.
clear?
Yes, clear. Right.
He
We
never
have to
skips
go.
back there.
Calm down, Eren.
Arm day? Never seen it. Leg day? Never seen
need
it.
you all to
Back
listen.
day?
Core?
We're
Good to
going our
go.
separate
Yeah.
ways. That's how it has to be. Ervin had his reasons for throwing this ragtag squad together.
Not
but
the
right now, this is all riding
ragtag
on
squad.
you. Armin, you and Hanji are the brain trust. Use your combined knowledge to cook up some kind of solution.
Right. Yes, sir.
Mikasa, I don't think I'll ever get why you're so attached to the guy, but put your skills to good use. Protect Eren at all costs.
Sir, I intend to.
And you, don't screw this up.
Try not to cry.
So I'm guessing the beast guy sent them to go eat these fuckers.
Much like how the girl one could tell them.
But it looks like he has way more control of the tree, right?
Bother someone else.
And obviously he's way
I
stronger
could be
because he's way
drinking
bigger.
right now, damn it!
We're not saying
You're
size
standing
is
between me and a tankard of ale! I've earned the right to get trashed!
Rookies, stay where you are. We've got this.
My dad after a
Let the
hard days.
ODM gear do what it was designed for.
What's the nut the flips? Oh. Oh, he's climbing the wall.
I think he's trying to get them out.
What do you mean?
Oh, brother
He's
really did
climbing.
climb it.
Yeah. He's not as big as the guy that could stand over it. I thought he was because of how
He's
he
so
was.
weirdly
Your emotions,
proportioned.
Yeah, bro.
Learn the meaning of the word restraint. If you let yourself succumb to blind rage, all hope is lost. We can't afford another mistake.
Sir!
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get a payoff in the next episode.
Part of an abandoned fortification to the southwest. We ride with all haste for Utgard Castle.
That shit's kind of crazy. A lot of questions. Not a lot of answers, but this episode I think was better than the last one. Thoughts?
Slightly better.
Yeah. A little bit.
Potato girl got a potato.
Yeah, a little bit better than the last one. I do like the fact that they started showing us the time difference and explaining stuff a little bit better, as opposed to just cutting from scene to
I
scene.
preferred when we didn't have time jumps constantly,
Well,
to be honest.
You
But
keep in mind, the parties are split up, right? You have people north, people south, people east, people west, and all things happening. So you kind of have to give people a perception.
I get it, I
of
just don't like
what's
it.
happening when. Right? So it's necessary. Because keep in mind, you have to cover, you have to cover all this ground, right? So it takes time to do that. But yeah, the next episode should be lit.